nel sondaggio che è stato fatto dopo il Sinodo della Massonia a tutti i vescovi del mondo, il secondo posto delle preferenze era questo, sinodalità. Il primo erano i preti, il terzo credo una questione sociale. Ma il secondo, tutti i vescovi del mondo vedevano la necessità di riflettere sulla sinodalità. Perché? Perché tutti avevano capito che il frutto era maturo per una cosa del genere. E con questo spirito incominciamo a lavorare oggi.
O sínodo é uma prática eclesial já de 2 milênios de história. E certamente poder participar de um momento como este na história da igreja e na história da sociedade, porque a igreja tem relevância no mundo social, é um privilégio.
All of you remember that in the year 2021, we embarked on this journey. All our parishes, all our small Christian communities contributed towards what we are doing over here. We listen to each other in our communities, we listen to each other in our dioceses, we listen to each other at the national level.
Esta primeira fase do processo sinodal vê a participação de leigos, assim como religiosos. Leigos, ambos cardeais, bispos, arcebispos, padres, mulheres e jovens têm a oportunidade de conversar, têm a oportunidade de partilhar e também de debater sobre assuntos em relação à Igreja.
The Synod began on a spiritual note. We had an ecumenical prayer vigil and 3 days of spiritual retreat in which all the Synod participants were able to place themselves in a spiritual mode.
I really appreciate the 3 days of retreat before the Synod Assembly. That helped us bond with each other and be in a contemplative mode of sharing with each other. So that was so awesome, and and it was whoever planned it did a very good job. So I felt very welcome since that point and continue to feel welcome.
Well, this is my second synod.
I have been at least 8 synods.
I think this is my 9th synod experience, but every synodal assembly is unique.
And it is very different. There's a much broader range of people.
It is with a large participation of religious and lay people.
And you can see how creative the Holy Spirit is. And this synod is particularly special for us because of the new approaches.
É sínodo que já pela própria arquitetura de onde nos encontramos, na disposição das mesas onde discutimos em conjunto de todas as partes do mundo, onde o Papa também está presente numa mesa destas, significa já passo daquilo que nós queremos numa igreja sinodal.
We are using the methodology of deep listening to each other in order to discern together what the Holy Spirit would like us to do and what God is telling us to do.
The prayerful experience of the conversation in the Spirit. It's a method in which we all sit together, we listen to the Holy Spirit, we center ourselves in prayer, we talk from the heart, and we learn to listen.
L'esperienza forse più ricca di questo sinodo è quella dei lavori intorno a un tavolo dove 12 di noi, provenienti da varie parti del mondo, scambiano idee, si confrontano, portano esperienze.
La metodología es original y completamente nueva y permite mucha más participación.
The concept of sitting around tables and speaking I think, brings us together much more. And it's very edifying to listen to, if you will, the church from around the world that speaks at these tables.
I'm really amazed at the diversity that we had in here. And also it crystallizes all the critics and doubts that people have at home in New Zealand. And this is really good because we can now see both sides, extremes in here being brought together and being discussed on the table.
I think that's a very good example to the world that conversation is possible, dialogue is possible. You can listen to each other and even respectfully disagree, as well as come to new positions because of your conversation.
Para mí, este sínodo está siendo especialmente una experiencia de comunión y de fe muy fuerte en el Espíritu Santo. Se está notando en nuestra oración continua, y cuando digo continua es que realmente estamos haciendo unas pausas de oración a lo largo de todo el día. Está siendo por eso una experiencia de comunión y de oración.
We are accompanied by prayer. Every time we punctuate by minutes of prayer, and those have been a way of listening to the Holy Spirit. And we are very edified to participate in this endeavor.
We have been meditating and reflecting on scriptures together. We have also been sharing a lot together, celebrating holy masses in the different rites, the Oriental rite, the Latin rite, the Byzantine rite, and so on and so forth. And it gives you to understand what a rich, beautiful church we are.
L'Église a besoin de nos prières et aussi de nos réflexions pour pouvoir aborder ce monde tumultueux, un monde éclaté et plein de violence et de guerres de toutes sortes. Alors prions pour la paix, prions pour l'unité des chrétiens et prions pour une humanité plus harmonieuse e plus en dialogue.
Signore, ti preghiamo per la Terra Santa, per le popolazioni di Israele e Palestina, che sono sotto la morsa di una inaudita violenza, per le vittime, soprattutto i bambini, per le persone ferite, per quelle tenute in ostaggio, per i dispersi e le loro famiglie. Ricordiamo anche gli altri paesi del Medio Oriente e tutti i paesi in guerra che vivono nel terrore e nella distruzione.
Ось і також на цьому синоді я досвідчую великої солідарності католицької церкви, католицьких церков щодо нашої ситуації в Україні, де досі триває ця жахлива війна.
جينا اليوم لنشارك بسينودس الأساقفة الروماني السادس عشر لحتى نمثل شريحة من الناس كرجال دين مؤمنين علمانيين نشارك مع بعض سوية لنطلع بمسيرة مشتركة واحدة لنمثل كنيسة مشتركة واحدة تعيش الأفراح والأحزان معا لحتى نخرج كجسد واحد مثل ما السيد المسيح علمنا أن نكون عائلة واحدة تعمل معا بالمحبة والاحترام والتواضع.
I am pleased to be with people from all over the world who have a common vision, a common dream, a common hope that we can be one church, humble, yet willing to make a difference in the world around us, to make this world a world of more peace, more hope, more justice.
Synodality is not just a coming together of people, but it is also a very rich experience of the history of my church, my faith. It strengthens my faith in the Catholic Church. And a visit that we had to the catacombs last week confirms that rich history that we have, and together it gives us a strength to move forward together and by association.
What are my sentiments of the Synod? Hard work, demanding, a lot of time, a lot of attention, a lot of listening. That's what we're doing. So it's been demanding. But this is so important and essential because this is the way the Holy Spirit works. Not sudden, not dramatic, slowly, in a trusting, patient, attentive way.
และทั้งหมดนั้นก็เพื่อที่ให้ทุกคนมีส่วนร่วม
ในการประชุมซิโนดครั้งนี้เป็นการมีส่วนร่วมอย่างแท้จริงค่อยๆเดินทีละก้าวฟังทุกคนอย่างละเอียดทีเดียวและท้ายสุดเราก็จะเตรียมพร้อมที่จะออกไปเป็นพยานและประกาศพระคริสตเจ้าอย่างมีผลเพราะว่าน่าเชื่อถือเพราะว่ามันไม่ได้เป็นเพียงแค่เอกสารที่ออกมาไม่ใช่เป็นเพียงแค่สิ่งที่เราพูดไม่ใช่เป็นแค่สิ่งที่เราทำแต่เป็นชีวิตของพวกเราที่เป็นประจักษ์พยานทำให้พระวรสารที่เราประกาศออกไปนั้นน่าเชื่อถือ
En estos días estamos justamente reflexionando sobre la comunión ad intra de la iglesia, pero también la comunión ad extra, y cómo justamente en este mundo polarizado, en este mundo de tanta división, el testimonio de la iglesia puede ser una luz y un camino y un sentido para toda la humanidad.
Up to now, I really realized the work of the Holy Spirit. As I noticed that before, the style and then the way that the synod is conducted is completely in another way. And now we can sit together with the bishops, cardinals, and lay people, religious, and then we were really trying to discern about different issues of the church. And I think we're living a marvelous experience of the Spirit, that really you can experience the reality of one church, one Catholic church, and also we can feel a strong experience of God that is leading us.
O estar aqui ajuda-nos a ver de fato quão útil é a construção de pontes e quais frágeis são as barreiras que nos unem.
I am really enjoying this experience here, the experience of a church that's vulnerable and open to share its joys and its wounds and dialogue. I am really hoping that the mercy of the church will grow in this space.
There's a wonderful atmosphere here at the Synod, and we are looking at many questions. But what's coming up is also the huge variety culturally of all our perspectives, and therefore we're giving each other great ideas. For instance, yesterday somebody spoke about having digital missionaries in every diocese. That's something I really took to heart and said that's something we must do when I go back to the diocese.
At alam po natin na ang Synod on Synodality ay hindi lang ginagawa natin ngayon sa amin mga kinatawan, kundi ito'y dapat isa sa buhay. Kaya halina po, lahat po tayo inaanyayahan, walang ine-etchepuera sa paglalakbay po natin ng may pakikinig at pakikipagkapwa-kalooban sa bawat isa.
¿Cómo voy a continuar a futuro? ¿Cómo voy a compartir toda esta experiencia? No solamente voy a compartirla, todo lo que he aprendido, voy a compartir todo lo que se ha hablado en la medida de lo posible, y sobre todo personalmente pienso que ha sido un Pentecostés para mí, una conversión a querer y amar más mi iglesia.
And I believe that the fruit of the Synod will be spread out to the world through the witness of the participation. Sometimes people said, what's the document will be the fruit of the gospel. I think the living document is the participant, how to give witness to Christ in our daily life after this synod.
Para el año próximo, esperamos haber caminado de este sínodo al próximo año con nuevas perspectivas, con nuevas noticias. Oremos para que el sínodo le dé la renovación a la iglesia que hoy lo necesita. Gracias.
Se il popolo santo di Dio con i suoi pastori da ogni parte del mondo nutre attese, speranze e pure qualche paura sul sinodo che iniziamo, ricordiamo ancora che esso non è un raduno politico, non è un Parlamento, è una convocazione nello Spirito, con un Parlamento polarizzato no, ma un luogo di grazia e di comunione.